Hi, this week we're going to talk about hitting a plateau. Um, Really, a plateau isn't a plateau until you've been the same weight a few weeks in a row. But I don't even care. If we're talking about 1 week and not changing until the next, I'm still going to discuss that because it's upsetting. We're used to losing quickly and it's frustrating. And so I want you to start thinking early before you hit that 3 week period of no movement. The first thing I want you to do is be sure to pull out the tape measure and measure. Because on our program, we're actually building muscle while we're burning fat. Muscle weighs more than fat, but it takes up less space. So you absolutely can be the same weight, but your inches drop, and that tells me muscle. Yay! That's great. Muscle raises your metabolic rate. It's healthier for you. It's why guys lose faster than women. And that's what people see. You don't have a digital scale printout on your forehead that says your weight, but if your inches are shrinking, that's what everyone's going to notice, and that's really more important than the pounds. So be sure to measure. But let's say, okay, the pounds and the inches are the same. The most common reasons are things I want you to review. The first is, are you on the 5-in-1? Go back and reread your quick start guide. It's very easy to think you're doing everything right and forgetting maybe that onions are out, or I just had a little bit of corn. It shouldn't count. So really look, if it's not in the quick start guide, you don't get it. If you are not drinking all your water, that's a huge thing. It makes a really big difference. So be sure that you're getting at least 64 ounces, usually closer to 100 ounces a day, and that will make a big difference. Another one is sleep. If you're not getting full night's sleep, there are physiologic reasons, but the fact is you're not going to lose weight as well. So do whatever you can to have good night's sleep every night. Another one is people are skipping meals. They think, oh, well, less is better. I'll lose more. And it's just the opposite. The program is figured out to give you really the minimal amount of calories, but full nutrition. And if you're tweaking that so you're bringing in even fewer calories or over-exercising for the number of calories we're giving you, your body is going to think you're starving and it's not going to let anything go. So don't do it. Follow the program. If you're exercising a lot, either cut it back so it's less than 45 minutes of sweating after your first 3 weeks, even when you're well into it. If you're going to exercise more than that, you need to add extra protein or an extra Medifast meal. So talk to your coach about that. Be sure that you're not cheating maybe with extra optional snacks. Perhaps even eliminate the optional snacks. Some people really get too many carbs in the course of the day to maintain fat burning if they do the full 5-in-1 plus the optional snack. So err on the side of not having it, and certainly it not having more than one optional snack. Up your exercise, but not if you're an over-exerciser. So again, what I'm talking about is adding resistance or weights or walking, but not doing anything that breaks the sweat for more than 45 minutes. And not doing anything other than the very minimal for the first 3 weeks. Finally, there are little things you can do. You can add spices to your meals. You can do the calorie burn flavor infusers or cappuccino. Be sure that you're following the program is the main thing. Most people, when they hit a plateau, think that one little bite of something or missing one meal or maybe not getting enough water is not a big deal. But it is a big deal. It will show up on the scale. So if you're doing everything perfectly and it doesn't budge, at least you can say, it's going to happen. I promise you it will happen. And remember, just like when you see a house being built, there's a whole flurry of activity. You see a lot of things going on the outside in the beginning, and then you don't see anything. because all kinds of things are happening inside the house when you can't see that from the outside. And the same is true with your body. You're fueling it properly, you're doing the right things, your insides are getting well. And I'm really excited for you to go back to your doctor and get your blood work when it's time and see what's happened to your hemoglobin A1C, what's happened to your glucose, what's happened to your cholesterol, your triglycerides, and your weight, because I know it's good things. Have a great week.